All right, finally putting the Monte Carlo engine back in the car today.
Yeah.
Hopefully this thing runs. We're gonna find out. So we already got the car lifted up a little bit. We gotta lift it up more. Got this thing on creepers. We're just gonna slide it under the car and hopefully it goes in smooth. Ethan's turn.
Don't push it.
Damn, Ethan can actually push it.
He's cheating.
Lift the car up a bit.
Where'd my car go?
This thing's taller than me. Thank God I don't gotta do this. Oh.
You get this one.
He's under the monkey fartlow. Oh, watch out for the AC compressor.
It's a microphone.
Hey, are you using this? Are you gonna push your fucking side over, you lazy fuck? Dude, use your fucking weight to your advantage. Jesus, fuck monkey
Push it my way.
Yeah, you gotta push it over to Tony.
What?
Hold on, let me help. Alright, got under the car now.
So sad.
Sorry, what? Alright. We're gonna lower it down now. I don't even know what's going on. Alright, we're gonna lower the car down now and
Your car blew up. Look, it blew up. He's the shittiest mechanic in the world.
Up or down, folks.
we're gonna lower this thing down now. Hopefully everything goes smooth. Alright, so as you can see, we got the engine in. It's all bolted in. Subframe bolts are all bolted in. Just had this chain on it to help move the subframe in place to line the bolts up. We did have to remove throttle body, which kind of stunk, to clear that. For some reason we couldn't get it past that. Probably didn't have to remove that, but the bracket that's on the throttle body sticks out so much that it kept hitting this, so we had to remove that. Another thing we had to remove was the rack and pinion right here. And because of the eBay headers, they're way longer than the factory ones, so it would not clear the rack and pinion, so we ended up having to remove it. But it's a good thing we did, because we ended up noticing that it is leaking out of the top seal here. So we ended up going ahead and picking up a new one, which is right here. So better off doing it now than later. So got a new rack and pinion for it. It stinks we had to pull it out, but it's not that bad. So you just the bolt up here, you just unclamp it and then take off the lines, so whatever. But I'm gonna throw that in later. For now, I'm gonna just start clipping everything back in and again, this thing back together. So right now, just going ahead and connecting all the connectors and putting connections back in place. Got the power right back on here. There's a ground down there. Got this connected. Fuel lines are connected now. And sorry about the noise. It's downpouring outside right now. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's kind of loud in here. And the heater's on. It's kind of cold out still. But gonna get this transmission line, or the shift linkage, get that bolted back in. Gonna put the throttle body back on, get the cables on, put the motor mounts on. We got a bunch of stuff to do, so just gonna knock all that out real quick and show you guys. All right, so we got the transmission linkage on, the shift linkage, and we also went ahead and did the power steering pump down there, alternator, and we got the belts on, so that's nice. And now we're gonna go ahead and get these motor mounts put on. All right, so got the motor mounts on, and also got the throttle body on. And now we got the battery connected to it right there. Got the ECU in right here. It's already got a tune on it. Might need a different tune though, although these are like similar engines. They do have different superchargers, so we probably will need a different tune, but just for startup, we're gonna use that. But I think it's ready to start up. We don't have the power steering in, or the rack and pinion in, I mean, yet, and the front end's still disconnected, but just wanna see if this thing runs or not. So I think it's ready. Put tranny oil in it, got coolant in it, got oil in it, and I think everything's ready. So We're gonna see if this thing starts or not. All right, put the key in. Really praying it starts. Oh, almost. There she is. Make sure nothing's leaking. All right, so as you guys just saw, it does run. The Junkyard engine's alive. One thing I did notice is it says low oil pressure, but I'm guessing that's just the sending unit, the sensor. So I might have to order a new one, as I don't hear any ticking or anything like that. You guys might hear that in the video. Supercharger. It's not actual engine knock or anything like that, but super hyped it runs. Started right up. Before that, I did have to do a relearn procedure. I forgot to record that, but right after that, it started right up, and just gonna get everything else done on it, and this thing's finally gonna be done. Tony's gonna be hyped. All right, so I just went ahead and changed out the oil pressure switch. And as you can see, I have oil pressure now, and it sounds a lot better. It's not hiccuping anymore. So I figured that would be the problem, since the engine sounded healthy, but took the one off the old engine, put it in, and it solved the problem. So that's sweet. This thing's running mint. All right, so now that we know it runs, we're just bleeding the coolant system. Just keep adding coolant to it, and also made sure transmission fluid was good, all that. And we went ahead and got the strut back to the knuckle, connected back on. Still gonna do the rack pinion. That's gonna stink, but got the brake caliper on as well. So front end's pretty much back together. Just gotta attach the rack pinion, get that in, and then attach the tie rods. But also got a new battery right here. I'm gonna throw that in right now. All right, so got the coolant overflow tank on. I don't know if I mentioned that. Got this bolted in. Got the wiring harness down there, pushed in the clips. Still gonna push this one in up here, but we got this bracket on, we got the battery on. And now we're gonna go ahead, throw the intake on, which is right here. The silicone dryer hose from ZZP. I don't know why they send it like this, but not bad. So throw that on, and then last thing I think we got to do, major thing, is the rack and pinion, which is going to suck. But we're also going to put the exhaust on, but we're probably going to drive it around before we put the exhaust on, because we're losers. But it's looking good, not bad. All right, so got the air box and the air filter in. Also got the little air intake temp sensor plugged in, and got this brace on. And last thing we got to do is power steering and the rack and pinion, which is not going to be fun, but hopefully it just slides in there. There's a few wires I got to move around, and hopefully I don't have to drop the subframe too much, or if I do it all, then we can put the exhaust on. But yeah, not bad. All right, so as you can see, got the rack and pinion in. I had to drop the subframe a little bit. I probably had to drop it like 4 inches, honestly, because the headers, it would not clear. Yeah, so as you can see right there, it is super close to the headers. And then to get it into these mounts, it would not fit, because I have to drop it in from the top and go in. So I had to drop the subframe a bit, but wasn't too bad. Kind of time consuming, especially getting your hand up there to get that piece connected to the steering wheel shaft, the steering shaft into the rack and pinion was a pain. It's up there, can't really see it, but got that in now. Got these in, got the rack and pinion in. Just gotta tighten these bolts up and tighten the tie rods. The outer tie rods, gotta tighten those up still. But overall, it's in. And now I'm just gonna make up some power steering lines, because I can't use the factory ones because these headers don't let them fit. So I'm gonna use some rubber hose, make them come down here and loop over to the rack and pinion, and use the factory fitting, put it in with the hard line, connect to the rubber hose, and it should work, hopefully. And then gonna put some of these wires in place. This is for the rear O2 sensor. Right there. Gonna move that out of the way. Still gotta put the exhaust on, but for first drive, I'm just gonna move those out of the way. I think we're just gonna drive around like this because definitely want to make sure it runs first or drives. And yeah. All right, so we just got the power steering lines done. Fill up the power steering, get the wheels on. Yeah. Tony gets to drive it for the first time.
Is it broken?
Huh?
The gun's broken?
Yeah, fuck Milwaukee.
Dad doesn't like the Milwaukee tools.
I like the angle grinders.
He just likes angle grinders. All right, got the tires on. This thing's all set. What do you think? It's about to go on its first drive.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
You want to lower it on the crane, down off the crane. I think everything's out from under there.
Only if you need a tow.
Yeah.
Just like last time.
Yeah, he's gonna need a tow again from my brother. Go left on the crane. Yeah. Damn. First time on the ground in a bit.
There we go.
Honda truck, not bad. Woo! Sounds nice. Don't have the exhaust on yet, but. Thing's so loud. All right, so we just drove it around and did have a slight boost issue. We ended up just deleting the boost solenoid or boost control solenoid and then the vacuum thing, and that solved the problem. So that was probably bad. We ended up deleting it because the supercharger is kind of controlled anyways. You just go smaller pulley for more boost. It's not as important as a turbo. It's just more for like down low RPMs, fuel economy, whatever. So got rid of that and drives mint now. See the headers are turning a little golden. But now we got an exhaust we gotta put on it because this thing is out the headers right now. So got a nice stainless exhaust. We've had this for what, 2 years now?
Yeah.
It's been sitting in the car. Got some nice chrome tips, not bad. So we're gonna throw that on. All right, we got the exhaust. Got like 4.5-inch tips for the back. They look pretty cool. It's all stainless steel, nice and shiny. But should be pretty simple to put on. Comes with all the clamps and the bolts, wherever they are. Right here. It's got the flange for the downpipe, and a bunch of clamps and bolts, everything you need. Put this thing together. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Show you guys how it sounds. All right, as you can see, just finished up the exhaust. For some reason this side hangs a little lower. Doesn't fit perfect. Kind of stinks, but for the most part, looks pretty good. Not bad. But let's give this thing a start. Sound too bad. Definitely sounds way better and quieter than before. Coming out the back now. Hopefully Tony likes it. I'm gonna go drive this thing around, see how it does.
You ready?
like crap. I got it right in the face too. That thing sounds like a Hellcat. All right.
I gotta dodge this thing.
Leaving some rubber in the yard. Yo, we gotta do another one. See how much boost we can get.
Do I just pin it off this?
Yeah, so you hold the brake.
I know,
and,
but like,
give
do
it
I
gas.
pin it or do I?
Yeah, so you just let go of the brake and then foot to the floor all the way.
Oh, jeez.
Smoking up the shop, man. Holy. All right, bad news. You already shredded a belt. It's missing about 2 ribs. And there's a piece hanging down there. But he's got belts. All right, got the new belt on. Just like that. Brand new. Not bad. Tony's taking her home. There she goes. 2 years later, this thing's on the road again. Not bad. Sheesh. All right, well, that's gonna wrap it up for the Forgotten Monte Carlo. Tony's car is finally back on the road. Super hyped. It's actually quicker than I thought it would be too. It's not bad, but it's pretty cool to see that thing running again. But it's gonna wrap it up. Peace.